Hi everyone, I'm Dad,
I'm daughter.
and we are.
Dad and daughter Formula One duo.
So, we are almost towards the end of the season. That will be sad for us.
Very sad because it's gonna be hard to post.
You know, it won't be that hard.
I feel like it would be because
Huh.
we don't have things to post about.
Yes, we do. There's always stuff to talk about. There's all these new F1 regulations coming in for 2026. There's a new track. There's probably going to be some driver updates, some moving around with the teams. Is Yuki going to stay at Red Bull?
Probably not.
Is Isaac going to end up going? There's a lot to talk about during the off season.
Yeah, that's true.
But
The
more
off season's only like 4 weeks.
it's a couple of months, which is good, right?
Oh,
that it's not
yeah.
that's not that many months, because then at the end of the day, it ends up being way too long of an off season, and we don't get to watch Formula One, and that's not okay.
Maybe we can always watch. Okay, yeah.
What can we do?
Always watch old ones.
Yeah, we can always watch old races, right? We can watch the archived races, and we can talk about those, right? We can look at some famous races, like we can look at some Ayrton Senna races. We can look at some Michael Schumacher races, like Mika Häkkinen. We can do a lot of stuff. So we'll still have a lot of stuff to talk about during the off season. But more importantly, we need to talk about what is going to be happening this weekend. Do you know what is happening this weekend?
Is it the Las Vegas race?
It is
Las Vegas.
the Las Vegas Grand Prix. And it's exciting because it is now going to be the fourth one in a row that is in the Americas. I'm not going to say North America because Brazil was not in North America, right? It's in South America. We had this conversation last time.
Yes.
But it's in Las Vegas. Now, the only bad thing about it is it's a little bit late at night, right? It's a little bit late at night, but that's okay. It'll be fine. But it's interesting to us now that we got to talk about the Las Vegas Grand Prix because now the Drivers' Championship has taken a turn.
Has taken drastic turn.
So yeah, drastic is a good word for you. So Oscar, we already knew this since the Mexico Grand Prix that he was not in the lead anymore. But now he is further back from Lando because Lando again dominated in Brazil, dominated the sprint race, dominated the Grand Prix.
I'm gonna tell you something, Papa. Remember
Sure.
in the middle of the season, or actually a couple weeks ago,
Okay.
you were like, I'm gonna say like Oscar Mac, Oscar. I'm gonna say Lando Max Oscar for the drivers' championship,
Okay.
and I said the same thing because you copied me.
What did I say? What did you say?
I said Lando Oscar Max,
Oh.
but I said for Lando and Oscar, there's probably going to be a couple point difference,
Okay.
and that is showing up.
That is true. That is
I
true.
hope it's wrong.
Yeah.
I definitely do. But it's showing up right now, which is kind of sad. But.
Yeah. So right now there's about a 24-point difference between them two. There's still 83 points left in the season, including 3 Grand Prix, one more sprint race that's in Qatar after the Las Vegas Grand Prix. So there's still a lot of points up for grabs. So the Drivers' Championship can look vastly different. Even after this weekend, it can look a little bit different in terms of who's in second, who's in third, and then for the remainder of the season. Now, before we get into talking a little bit about the Drivers' Championship, let's talk a little bit about the Las Vegas Grand Prix. It's at night. It's going to be a little bit cold. Mercedes last year dominated the race. George Russell won the race.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that big of a deal that George Russell won the race because Max actually won the Drivers' Championship at the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he was able to win the Grand Prix there. He was able to win the Drivers' Championship, so that kind of overshadowed Mercedes. But Mercedes always does really well in cooler weather for some reason.
They do, right?
They do. They do better in cooler weather. They tend to perform a lot better. And maybe Las Vegas is going to suit them again. What do you think?
Maybe. Hopefully. Just because I don't want Max to somehow get in the lead.
Okay.
Like, no offense to the Max fans.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't want him to go to the lead.
Even though you're wearing a Red Bull shirt?
In my closet, I have so many shirts like these.
Uh-huh.
And I only wear 4.
Yeah.
But I just choose the first one I see.
Okay. And you got that one. Okay. So we need to get you some more shirts. Like we need to like you don't have a Williams one.
No.
You don't have an Aston Martin one.
No.
Which one else don't you have? You don't have a couple of them. So you're still missing a bunch of them. We need to get you some more. Okay. So going back to this topic of conversation, in terms of the Grand Prix, let's talk a little bit about our predictions. Who do you think is going to win the Grand Prix?
Just because we were talking about Mercedes kind of going there, I'm going to put one of the Mercedes. I'm going to put, just go out on a limb here. Let's say I was doing correctly. Oh, I'm trying to remember his name.
Kimi?
Yes, Kimi.
So you're going with Kimi to win the Grand Prix. Okay.
How did you know?
Because it wasn't George, and we just talked about George.
Oh, yeah.
So second?
Lando.
Okay. And third?
Oscar.
Okay. So Max is not even going to be anywhere on the podium.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna change this, and I know this is gonna hurt the driver standings so much.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go Lando, Oscar, Kimi.
Okay, so Kimi's still going to be on the podium. He's going to be in third.
Yes, I don't know why, but I want him to be on the podium.
Okay.
And let's hope he's on the podium. Last time, did he get the podium?
He did. He got second in Brazil.
Guys, this is literally why I put him on the podium.
Yeah. So, okay. I think that's a pretty good prediction. Okay. I'm going to go. I'm going to go Lando. I'm going to say Lewis. Yeah. And then I'm going to say it's going to be
I was smiling and then my smile dropped because you said Lewis.
Yep. Lewis. I'm going to say Lewis is going to be second. And then third is going to be, I'm going to say Charles.
Yeah. Wow.
So I think Lando.
So Oscar is like not on there?
No, Wow. Oscar's form has dipped a little bit over the last couple. Yes, it has. I mean, come on. Let's be honest.
No.
Yes. Since Baku, his form has dipped. I'm hoping that he'll recover and that the Drivers' Championship will get a little bit tighter, but I don't know. I don't think it will. I think Lando has found his groove. He is in his mindset, and I think he is going to be Drivers' Champion, like I said at the beginning of the year.
I'm going to tell you something.
Tell me.
You said the same thing last year because it's whenever you said like find his groove.
Yeah.
The same thing last year.
About Lando?
Yes. And they were so close. Yes.
They were
20 points.
Yeah. They were pretty close.
It was
for a while.
Absolutely close for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this will happen this year. But towards the end of the year, if that was me, you would sort of kind of panic.
Okay.
Like, well, I'm not close enough to where I'm supposed to be to get first.
Okay.
Where I'm supposed to get first. So you kind of lose everything. You kind of lose if you had a specific way. You kind of forget that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's an interesting perspective. So very, very psychology of you, right? Very psychological, right? A lot of mind games on that.
Oh.
So maybe you the pressure gets to you. You fall out of that groove.
Yeah. And you said the same thing last year.
I did.
Right? And yeah, he came close, but he lost the groove towards the end of the year.
He did. He lost a little bit of that momentum, but I think this year's different for Lando. Lando is the clear front runner right now. He's 24 points ahead of Oscar. So at the end of the day, I think Lando's got it. That's what I think. I think in my mind, Lando. It's going to be close. It's going to come down to the final race, but I think Lando's got it. That's what I've got.
Okay.
And again, McLaren, they're amazing in Qatar, and they're really good also in Abu Dhabi. Those are good circuits for that they do well on. Now, I am saying Lewis because recently, this past week,
he's been doing amazing.
He's been doing better, but in Brazil, both him and Charles both did not finish the race. They both DNF'd.
Oh.
So, in one of the press conferences, Lewis made a comment about that it had been a terrible season, it had been a nightmare season. And the chief person, right? The chairman, the chairman actually of Ferrari, he came out and essentially said, "We've got a great car, we've got a great engineer team, we've got great mechanics, we got great everything.
It's only you guys.
The problem is the drivers, and the drivers need to talk less and they need to drive more. And I think yes,
that is so evil.
And he meant it for both Lewis and also for Charles. So
mean.
yeah, very. So I think that that's going to light a fire under both of them. So will Ferrari get their first win? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to get a win this season. Sadly, but I do think that it's going to light a fire, especially under Lewis, and Lewis is just going to.
What? Sorry that I'm interrupting you.
That's okay.
Again, but what I've noticed is that just little things that probably would happen to me as well. That if someone kind of tells you do this and then do this and you'll be better, you tend to think, well, now I don't want to do that. Now I'm going to do the exact opposite and I'm going to perform better just because you said that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that Lewis is going to take that approach. He's going to be completely opposite of
just talk and
he's gonna talk, and he's gonna go out there and he's gonna show. I think he's gonna do an awesome job in Las Vegas. So that's what I think.
Now for Charles, just because I'm noticing various things with drivers just because observations using a science word.
Okay.
Kind of word.
Yeah.
Kind of science word.
It is.
That kind of they I don't know. I'm trying to do this, but I'm trying to remember everything in my head. You know, when sometimes you have a little book in your head that kind of makes you remember everything, and you have to unlock that book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a diary kind of thing?
Yeah, but it's in your head.
Yeah. Okay, like a memory kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't unlock it. So.
Okay, that's okay.
We're gonna come back to this.
So we were talking about Charles. Okay, so I think Charles is going to do well. I think Charles is going to do really well. So again, I think Ferrari at 2-3 is what they're going to do. Okay, so now let's move into talking a little bit about the Drivers' Championship then.
Yes.
Okay. So at the beginning of the year, we said that McLaren was going to become Constructors' Champion. That's already happened. Absolutely. The next thing was the Drivers' Championship. You had said Oscar. I had said Lando. Now, one big question that's going to be on everyone's mind about Oscar is if Oscar doesn't win the Drivers' Championship and he feels that Lando has potentially been given preferential treatment by McLaren, do you think that Oscar's going to want to stay at McLaren?
Oh. See, I'm doing this off of me. Yeah. So even though they all have different personalities and all that other than me,
yeah,
I'm going to base this off of me. If I feel like someone's getting preference, if I'm trying to do a thing. Yeah, if someone's getting preference over me, obviously I'm not going to want to stay. But I don't know if he has anything lined up to move to.
Okay.
Because even though they are doing so amazing right now,
yep,
he might not just want to stay just because preference.
Yeah.
Because you can tell who are just Lando fans and play off as a team fan.
True.
And then you can tell who are Oscar fans that play off as Lando.
Okay.
Or play off as team.
Okay.
Because no one really wants to be the person who wants to be. How am I connecting this? I don't know. He wants to be kind of they don't want to be the person sticking out.
Okay. So do you think then that Oscar's going to want to stay at McLaren?
Oh, that was a question? I did a whole different thing. I don't know. Hopefully, yes.
Okay.
If not, then we're going to have to buy a whole new side of closet for me.
That's true. And you will need new shirts. That is true. Okay. I like that. Okay, so I like your idea. So I do think that he will stay, even if he doesn't win. I think he'll still stay because next year it's new opportunities, new changes, new regulations.
Exactly.
So I think he'll end up staying. Okay, so there's a lot to look forward to for this Grand Prix. There's a lot on the line. It's going to be a great race. It's going to be fun. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of action going on, but it's going to be fun in terms of now the Drivers' Championship is going to take a little bit more shape. So good job. I like it. I like your predictions. I like our assessment for this week. Anything that you want to say before we end for tonight?
Of course. Let's steal this from you.
Oh.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and speed to those notifications, everyone.
Bye.